Sorry? Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Nick DePersia, guard, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Rob DePersia, point guard, Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Rowan Curry, guard, Deptford, New Jersey.
Ramon Wright, center, Newark, New Jersey.
Tariq Robinson, forward, Willingboro, New Jersey. John McCloskey, shooting guard, Patcon, New Jersey.
My name is Deontay Ba. I'm a power forward and I'm from East Hampton, New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Hevelo. My position is small forward and I'm from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Austin Carney, forward, Monroeville, New Jersey.
Brian Thatcher, small forward, Northport, Florida.
Victor Ruggiano, shooting guard, Williamstown, New Jersey. Ryan Legler, point guard, Stone Harbor, New Jersey.
Marko Pantovic, forward, from Belgrade, Serbia.
Connor Dickerson, point guard, Marlton, New Jersey.
Adonis Ware, forward, Hillside, New Jersey.
Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Joe Stauffenberg here with Gary Ertley, and we got Anthony Adonolfi back in our WGLS studio. Unfortunately, the women's team couldn't handle the TCNJ Lions, but let's see if the men's basketball team can take care of the NJAC rival TCNJ Lions as we are just about to get things underway. Gary, this team is on a roll. 4-0 on the year, 1-0 in the conference. A big, crucial matchup here in the NJAC and make it a perfect 2-0 and can really put themselves sort of at the top of the NJAC. What do they need to do tonight to get the win?
Well, they got to keep shooting well like they have. Nick DePersia on a roll lately, averaging 16 points a game. Really good there, but they also can't underestimate this TCNJ team. It's early in the season. They may have had some road bumps early on, but their record might not be what it seems at 1-3. Rowan's got to keep it going with that.
Profs lineup, as always. Rob and Nick DePersia, Ramon Wright, Duran Curry, and Tariq Robinson for the TCNJ Lions. Niall Carpenter, PJ Rengel, Jordan Glover, Randall Walco, and Ryan Jensen. Walco, by the way, leading almost all of the categories for the TCNJ Lions. He's going to be a threat to this game, and you know the Profs definitely going to have to try and stop him as we are underway. Ramon Wright on the far wing. Give to Tariq Robinson. Shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Walco. That's already number 1 for Walco. One of the stats that he actually does not lead in for this TCNJ team is rebounds, as a foul on Rob DePersia, an early one. Almost a packed crowd here in Esby Gymnasium. Profs fans, the Profs faithful, always showing out for game after game. Here's Jensen at the top of the key, give to Carpenter. It's gonna be back to Glover on the wing for 3. Shot no good, rebounded by Rob DePersia. Give to his brother Nick on the far wing. Corner 3, faked it and went right back out to Rob DePersia as he drives in. Gets some contact, kisses it off the glass, and that's good. What a play from Rob DePersia. Already almost about a minute in. The Profs with an early 2-0 lead. Shot the 3-point fake to got Duran Curry to move all the way out. Carpenter now driving in, kicks out to Walco. Walco is going to drive into the paint, stop, turn around, and fires. Got Jensen wide open in the point. Yes. It's a three-pointer, 3-2. Lions have the lead early on here in Esby. Behind the back pass, tried to get it to Robinson, trying to get it to move forward, but wasn't able to convert there. 8:40 left to go in the first half. Just started things here in Esby Gymnasium.
And a steal right there.
Quick steal as they give it up to Durant Curry. He's going to put an easy layup there for 2. Durant Curry, I believe, missing last game. Wasn't in warm-ups, wasn't in the game. But still, though, the Profs were able to grab the 86-75 win over Rutgers Camden. The first two open NJAC play as a foul called on the Profs. Ramon Wright, his first. Team's second already, even 2 minutes in. Pass out to Walco on the far wing. Walco back to Carpenter. Man on man as Nick DePersia has Carpenter. Pass to Jensen. Tariq Robinson on him. DePersia and Carpenter get caught up. And it looks like they're going to call it on Nick DePersia. Tough set of plays there, but both getting tangled up. Nick's going to be the one getting the foul on him. That's his first. Already 3 fouls now. The corner, Glover. Backing down Curry. Curry got a piece of it. Wasn't able to tip it away. Jensen, give under the basket to Carpenter. They're going to say it's travel. And we're going the other way. Missed opportunity for the Lions there, Gary. It's as the Profs are playing great interior defense already.
They're also looking back on the steal from before. Beautiful double team by DePersia there to force that one. Just really good defense to start this game, holding TCNJ to only 3 points.
And they, the Profs on the other end have 4 as a layup no good by Wright. He gets his own rebound and puts it right back in for 2. Carpenter gets it up court to Jensen. Little pass to Glover. Walco's going to size up from the far wing. Takes the 3. That one's good. Can't leave a man that can shoot wide open. First in the NJAC, averaging 22 points a game. That's Randy Walco. Behind the back pass once again. It was another pass from Curry to Robinson, and couldn't get the chemistry there to work. There's another 3 from Jensen coming. That one no good. Rebounded by Nick DePersia. They're still trying to get the 3s to go early on. Rod DePersia, give to Robinson, layup, no good. He gets his own rebound, loses it, picks it right back up, throws it up. That one, once again, no good.
That's a beautiful pass to set him up right there.
And just a couple of missed opportunities for Tariq Robinson. Not able to capitalize, but the Profs like him on defense as well. As he's allowing really nothing inside. They're forcing everything the outside, just like that one. Glover 3, no good. Rebounded by Jensen, though, on Robinson. A block by Robinson. And no one's able to get the rebound except Tariq Robinson, who got it, but it was out of bounds. Carney's going to come in for a little bit of a struggling Tariq Robinson. Also going to check into the game, Connor Dickerson, which, by the way, got NJAC Rookie of the Week, comes in for Durant Curry. Both a spark plug on offense and defense as the pass out to Carpenter. Spots up right from the pass, takes the 3. That one's good.
These 3s, real big problem for Rowan. They got to stop him from outside.
I mean, they stopped them from the inside. Now it's time to stop them from the outside. 6 3s have gone up, and 2 of them have went in for the Lions. Actually make it 3 going in and 7 attempted. Both the Profs and the Lions shooting 3 for 7. It's almost at 43% as TCNJ has a substitution. There's a 3 right off the inbounds for the Profs. No good from Carney, who just checked into the game. It was tipped off at Dickerson before it went out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lions. Profs, just like we said earlier on, 4-0. 1-0 in the conference. This is a team that was projected 4th in the NJAC. Right now sitting at 2nd, although it's early on, only 5 games in. We can't really predict anything that's going to be at the end of the season. But still, though, you got to love the start. Your third-year head coach, Joe Crispin, as Niall Carpenter travels. Meanwhile, on the other side, Matt Goldsmith in his 4th season. Last year won Coach of the Year in the NJAC. As Kearney spots up, takes the 3, that one no good. On the other side, Carpenter, give to Walco. He's going to put up a 3. That one's good. Man, leader in the NJAC in points. You got to cover him. The Profs don't do it on that end. And they're going to try to answer back. Right on the far wing. Takes a screen from Kearney. Pass out to the corner to Dickerson. He throws a home run pass to save it. It was tipped from Walco. He grabbed it as Nick DePersia tried to poke it away. It goes out of bounds. It will still remain with the Lions. Great effort from Connor Dickerson to keep the ball in. Unfortunately, couldn't get it with the Profs' way. Walco's going to take a seat, well deserved. 14:45 left to go here in the first half. 3 put up, no good, rebounded by Kearney. The 3 was put up by Joe Montano. As Rob DePersia driving in, kick out the right, thought about a 3, instead goes in. Kicks it out to Rob DePersia, open in the corner for 3. That one's good. Usually Nick's the one that's burying the 3s. This time his brother takes it, and he's down. The Profs are down 3. Wright takes a fall to the ground, an open Glover for 3. That one's good.
These open 3s, like I've been saying for the past 6 minutes, they're killer for the Profs in this one. TCNJ, almost all, if not all, of their points have come from beyond the arc.
As a couple of substitutions comes in, actually only one coming in for the game. Ryan Legler, like I said earlier with the women's team, Profs lost 79-70 in a overtime thriller. Rob DePersia kicks it to Kearney down low. He's backing up his man. Gets a kiss off the glass. It was no good, but rebounded by the Lions. Dickerson came out of nowhere to try to get the rebound and couldn't get it through. Carpenter passes out. Stops the dribble is Jocelyn. And now they kick out to Keenan. Just checked into the game. Wally drove in, passed out to Carpenter for 3, no good. Rebounded by Wright. Rob DePersia taking it coast to coast to give to Kearney. It was tipped off by Mike Wally, junior from Yardley, PA. Says, I didn't do it, but referee thought otherwise. 15-9. The Lions have the lead over the Profs. Only 6 points as we're in the first half here. Kearney, a little sky hook. That one bounces around and no good. 3-pointer put up by Walco, who just came back into the game. Shot no good, rebounded, and the shot was put up, and that one was no good. And another rebound, another offensive rebound, this time coming from Walco. Surprised he didn't just turn around and take a 3. Instead, he passed it. Jocelyn gives to Wally. Wally open for 3, no good. Rebounded by Dickerson. Pass to Legler in the corner, open for 3, no good. Need to make those open 3. Ryan Legler showing a little bit of frustration going down the court after that one as more substitutions come in for the Profs. Ron Curry comes back in. Marko Pantovic checks in for the Profs the first time. Curry under the basket. He's going to inbound it. Give to Dickerson. Pass out to Curry. And Legler on the near wing. Thought about the screen and said goes the other way. Spot up 3 for Curry. That one's good. Nothing but net coming from Curry. Makes it a 3-point game. Last name like Curry, you got to nail those 3-pointers. 12-10 left to go here in the first half. Profs down 3. Wally moves to Jocelyn, gets Legler off his feet, past the Walko. He's going to drive in. That one rims around, no good. Pantovic give to Curry as he's dribbling up. Spot up 3 from Curry. Yes! 2 threes on 2 straight possessions by the Profs from Deron Curry. He's going to start the heat up.
Living up to that last name right there.
Absolutely. Even though, he's not in that range, still makes it as in the paint. Open Andrew Keenan. Able to put that one in. Deron Curry, wouldn't be surprised if he took it right there. Instead, decides to pass it to Carney. Spinning around, the shot no good. Been a great possession by the Profs to wait, and then give to Carney at the last minute. Just like that time, except it's Walko scoring. As Connor Dickerson's now bringing it up. It's 2 points for Walko. Ross trying to cut into the deficit as the shot rims out. The elbow jumper from Connor Dickerson. Once again, the NJAC Rookie of the Week. Pretty early on. Walko, 8 points, couple of rebounds, and a steal. Drop-off pass to Montano. That one no good. And a block coming from Carney. Met Keenan right at the rim. Subbing in is now Jonathan Hevelo. Profs team has a ton of size. Compared to last year's introductory video on RowanAthletics.com that said, he was starting possibly 4 or 5 guards a night. Now you have some size to work with. Hevelo, big guy, 6'5". His shot put up no good, and a rebound. That one's good from Jocelyn. Curry in the corner, give to Dickerson, who starts at the top of the key. And they're saying a foul called on Liam Byrne. It's going to be his first foul tonight. A lot of meetings for the Profs and Lions as it's going the other way. Ryan Legler trying to give it to Curry. Ball was tipped out. They say it's going to be on the Profs, and a full timeout will be taken, so we're going to take a quick step off. We get back. It's more first half action right here on our own radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Profs down by 6, and interestingly enough, fun fact, this is the 143rd meeting between the Rowan Profs and TCNJ Lions. Now, granted, back, in the first ever game, they were back at Trenton College. This was a long time ago, and it was actually 1947. You remember 47?
It was a good year, a real good year. A lot of fun stuff happening that year.
Lost to Trenton 68-33
It was a tough
in
loss.
It's
a tough loss.
in their very first meeting. But 142 meetings later, here we are. Profs down by 6, 28-15, with just about 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Deron Curry meeting the Lions at the half-court line. The 3 was put up by Walko. It was no good, and they're going to call him over the back. I believe it's going to be on Travis Jocelyn. Pantovic, Curry, Nick DePersia, Ryan Legler, and Jonathan Hevelo out for the Profs. Ringel, Jocelyn, Byrne, Walco, and Jensen out for the Profs. A 3 put up by Nick DePersia. No good. Hevelo with an offensive rebound. Puts it up. That's no good. Gets his own offensive rebound. Puts it up again. That one's no good, but he's going to go to the line for 2.
Some tenacious rebounding right there. Getting 3 offensive boards in a row. That might be what the Profs need a little bit.
Just a little bit, as trying to give a little spark to this Rowan Profs team. Not really used to being down as the ball rims in and out from Hevelo. This team first in the conference in points scored per game, almost 98 points per game. That's good enough for first in the NJAC. As Hevelo sinks 1 of 2 at the free throw line that trip. They also have the best field goal percentage, both best free throw percentage. They assist the most and steal the most on defense. As the Lions look to set things up, Glover at the point. Drop off pass to Ringel. Ringel going to drive in on Hevelo. Not a good idea, so he passes back to Glover, and they're going to get him with a travel. It's going Profs' way. Curry bringing it up. The far side and takes across half court. Screen from Hevelo. Good one as he gets the offensive rebound. He tries to put it up. Thought he got fouled. The referee stays silent. Bring it up, Ringel. Stop at the point. Give to Walco in the corner for 3. No good. Byrne with the miss. It was rebounded by Hevelo. Curry driving in, kicking out to Nick DePersia. Give to Legler. That 3 is good. Getting started, Ryan Legler, one of the sharpshooters for this team. 21-19, 8:23 left to go here in the first half. The deadly pairing of Legler and DePersia, as they're going to say a travel from Glover. Goldsmith saying he stops, basically like jumped down, but he stopped his dribble and he took, I mean, technically that's one more step.
That's a call I'd be a little upset about if I was a player, but rules are rules.
I could see where they could, be upset with that one. A pass to Hevelo. Back to Nick DePergia. Looks for a screen on Walco. Try to pick and roll. That one's no good. It was intercepted by Walco. Glover was open on the far side. They looked to give it to him, but as soon as they saw he was open, a quick Prof quickly came over to cover. Carpenter to Walco. Walco all the way over and almost in the corner. The 3-pointer no good coming from Ringel. Might be an over the back call on Glover. He wasn't happy about that one as he kept chirping to the referee. Referee, no matter what's not going to change that call. Unless, though, here comes Rob DePersia. Gets the fouls. He puts the shot up with enthusiasm. Tries to put it in. Last matchup for the Lions. Lost to Stockton 87-70. Walco had 20 points, 7 rebounds. Glover had 8 points and 8 rebounds. Actually, it's actually an offensive rebound on on Rob DePersia. As they get it over across half court to Walco. A poke from right, almost had the steal. Carpenter at the point. Give to Jensen. 15 on the shot clock. Hevelo covering very closely. Carpenter a give out to Glover as he drives into the paint. Skyhook good. Man, we saw a great interior defense earlier on in the first half, and that's been damaged as Ryan Legler has a great look and unfortunately couldn't bury that one. It rims out. 23-19. Lions have the lead. Crucial NJAC matchup. Profs and the Lions will meet later on this year as the 2 points is put up. Jordan Glover once again puts more points in. Right cross court pass to Nick DePerge. He puts up the three. It would have been no good, but an offensive foul called on Wright charging in. The second foul of the game. Profs will go to Ewing, New Jersey. January 23rd this year. It's an 8 p.m. start. Still into the new year as going from coast to coast there was Ringel. A Glover three no good as he passed out. DePerge on the far. And a block will be called. Tommy Egan, his first foul. Junior from Chemung, New Jersey. 6:12 left to go in the first half. Profs down by 6. Wright looked like stormed off the court as Curry went after him, but go back to play as Robinson kicks out to Nick DePerge. Spin move to get away from his defender, kisses it off the glass, but that one's no good. Wow, it was a great finish for Nick DePerge, sending his defender wayward as Nick DePerge might have got crossed up a little bit there as he hit the deck. Streaking in is Ringel. He's looking for a foul though, maybe a little push to help him get on the ground. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the first half as Ringel will go to the line to shoot 2. Ringel still looking for his first point of the night as that free throw no good. Second one, he finds it there. 1 for 2 at the line on that trip. But still, he's 0 for 1 from the field. And that was a missed three-pointer that he had. Connor Dickerson almost trips, keeps his dribble, dribbles in, and puts up a layup, no good. Profs team looking very, I don't even know how to put this. Like, they're just not looking very good. They're not looking like they're clicking on offense as a foul is called on Connor Dickerson for his first foul of the game. Ron Wright back for the Profs on the bench. Once again, Ringel will shoot free throws. It was a one-on-one chance, and the first free throw good. (27-19). It's not the start that Coach Joe Crispin would want, as the second free throw is no good. Pantovic with the rebound.
Profs definitely looking a little frustrated in this one with that foul by Connor Dickerson right there. They're looking a little sloppy on all sides of the ball. It's definitely not the start they would have wanted, being down 8 right now, but they got to get their heads back into this one.
Profs on the offensive side got 2 points, and it was answered immediately by 2 points by the Lions. Curry, fadeaway, good. Hey, you should start feeding him the ball just a little bit more. The Profs, he had an early couple three-pointers as Curry has 10 points. Leading scorer for the Profs. Ringel driving in, backing in on Connor Dickerson, lost his dribble, and a one-handed pass over to the far side. They give back to Ringel as he drove in, and it will remain with the Lions with 7 on the shot clock. Into the game, Montano and Carpenter. They give it to Walko. They tried to get an alley-oop to Walko. Right off the inbounds, a fresh 30 as Carpenter got the rebound. Gives it Jocelyn back to Montano. Drop off to Walko as he thought about a three, instead drives in. Kicks out to Carpenter, thought about a three again. Almost all the starting lineup back in as they killed them on threes in the beginning of the game. A big block from Rowan Curry. And on the other side, Nick DePersia was not able to get that three. And that would have been a great play sequence if they would have cashed in on there. Walko sized up, three, yes. Man, Walko completely destroying the Profs single-handedly here. 11 points tonight. 50% from 3 points. It's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take a step off when we get back. We got the last 3 minutes and 41 seconds left right here on our own radio 89.7 WGLS FM.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Bringing all the great hits right here on 89.7. Joe Stauffenberg here alongside Gary Erdely, and we got Anthony Adonolfi back in our WGLS studio, who will have our halftime report coming up. We still got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this first half. Profs down by 9 points. The Profs send Robinson, Nick DePersia, Dickerson, Carney, and Curry. Curry's trying to drive in. Had some trouble getting in. Great interior defense from this Lions team. And they can go up double digits with the score here. Carpenter in their wing, give to Jensen. Drop off to Glover. He thought about a three. Decides to take it inside. Puts it in for two.
Like you were saying, that interior defense looked really strong in the beginning, but I don't know where it went.
Absolutely, as Nick DePersia driving in on the baseline, puts it up for two, gets it around the defender. Looks like the defense has come out to the three-point line, and the defense inside has just been absent the last few minutes. Carpenter give to Montano, the three no good, and Robinson gets the rebound. Give to Nick DePersia, who's gonna bring it up on the near court. Inside pass, Carney almost lost it, and a rebound after he puts up the shot, no good. Carpenter came up with it. Carpenter 4 rebounds. One of 3 players who have 4 rebounds. As a timeout is called by the Lions of TCNJ, but it will be 30 seconds. I keep things here. And Gary, I mean, we're winding down here at the end of the first half. What have you noticed? I mean, we're talking about the interior defense, but what have you noticed from this Profs offense that has been very lack tonight?
I haven't seen a lot of Nick DePersia, Profs leading scorer, 16 points a game, and he's been fairly quiet tonight. Curry really stepping up tonight, though, however, with 10 points. A lot of threes for him, but Nick DePersia, he's a leading scorer. He's got to start clicking.
Get him going, as he's only got 2 points, 1 rebound. Curry, on the other hand, 10 points, 4 for 6 on the floor, and 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. They're missing yesterday's game, or last game for the Profs. Comes in here and already has 10 as that man, Randy Walko, puts up another 3, puts the Lions up ahead by 12.
We've been seeing it all game. You cannot leave him open from 3. He's going to hit all of them.
Curry, the ball rims around. That one's no good. A rebound from Dickerson. He puts it up as he's yelling at the crowd saying, wake up. He's got 2 foul shots at the line. He's known for when he gets a bucket or gets a foul or something to just yell. He wants his team to get fired up and start playing well. I'll put 2 points here, have 1, and we'll miss the other as it was a lane violation on that free throw, and it's going the other way. Glover inbounds it. Montano to Glover and back to Montano. Give to Carpenter, 3. No good from Walco. Nick DePersia now coming up the court. Need to get him going as only he's got 2 points. A spin move. Get away from his defender. Give to Dickerson on the far court. Give to Curry driving on the baseline. Lost it though. Montano now having it. A give to Carpenter. Looked for a 3 in the corner. Instead passes it back out. Montano at the point. Give inside to Jensen. Jensen trying to find some space. Give to Carpenter instead. 3-pointer, good.
The threes, I'll keep saying it, but the threes have been killer all night for the Profs.
Hevelo driving on the baseline. Kicks out to Curry. Give back to Hevelo. Thought about a 3-pointer instead. Goes inside the 3-point line just a little bit as Carney gets the rebound. Euro steps around the defender. An offensive rebound from Hevelo, and that one still does not go.
A beautiful move to set that one up, but they just can't get it in.
As Walco got fouled from Hevelo and missed layup, but he's going to go to the line for 2. Man. From a team that has dominated teams, especially in the first half, Profs are finding a whole bunch of trouble here against the TCNJ Lions.
Whole lot of offense, whole lot of threes. Like I've been saying for a while, TCNJ from beyond the arc, they've just been almost lights out. They've been shooting fantastic from outside the arc in this one.
Walco nets the free throw. The Profs 3 out of their first 4 games. As Dickerson takes actually half their games, they've scored more than 50 points, and I don't think they're going to reach 50 here as the shot clock is unplugged. Dickerson tried to get it in and passes out, and the pass got intercepted. Rob DePersia, the basket was good. Rob DePersia bringing it up. This might be the final shot of the half. As it's passed out, nobody was home. Curry decides to get it right before it goes out of bounds, and they're unable to get it. And a rebound from Rob DePersia, 3, last second, no good as Dickerson got pushed down. As .3 is left on the clock. Dickerson very frustrated. Walco inbounding it under the basket.
How could you not be frustrated in a game like this? You're 5-0 and down by a whole lot of points in this one.
That's going to do it for the first half. Profs down 43-26. This is a whole different team. You know, maybe a little bit too much turkey over the break, but Profs need to turn it around and turn it around quick.
This is definitely something we haven't seen with the Profs all year. They've been dominating teams since the start. They're 4-0, 1-0 in conference. They go up against this team that's 1-3, and it's a whole different basketball team.
Coming into the game, TCNJ 1-3 on the year and 0-1 in the conference. You got to think too that you know, if you see a team that is struggling, who is projected to do so well, that you try to stop them at all costs, and right now, just things are not happening for the Profs. What if you're head coach Joe Crispin? What do you go into the locker room? How do you make the adjustments for your team if you're head coach Crispin?
A lot of the offensive struggles have been a lot of just missed shots. They've been getting the rebounds, just can't take the lid off the basket. So you gotta tell them, keep taking these smart shots inside and getting really good looks inside. So keep trying for that. And defensively, you gotta stop the three. I've been saying it all night long. You gotta stop the three. These are easy points they're getting because they're wide open from three.
I couldn't agree with you more. There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of just great shots taken, but again, unfortunately, weren't able to sink them. And we're gonna have to see if something changes maybe at halftime, as maybe a couple of different lineups, or if it's just a matter of just keep shooting and they're eventually gonna go in. So we're gonna send it back to the WGLS studio right now, and we'll see about 13 minutes for second half action right here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Anthony Adonolfi has our halftime report. Gary, or at least for first half purposes. This is the lowest first half total for the Profs this year. As we take a look at first half stats, what stand out to you so much for it right now?
For the Rowan Profs, mainly Nick DePersia, very quiet, only 2 points when he's their leading scorer. You got to get that up. And then look at the TCNJ side, 8 3-pointers made. These are, for the most part, what we've seen. They've been wide open threes. They got to crash on these, make them a more difficult shot, because that's an extra point every time you take a shot.
17-point lead for the TCNJ Lions. You also take a look at three-pointers, three-point percent, 34%, making 8 of 23 threes in that first half. The Profs need to cut down the number of attempts. I mean, sure, they've only made 8 out of the 23, but I feel like even if you pressure the at the 3-point, you're able to to stop them. As a block from Rob DePersia on Carpenter, just starting the second half here in Esby Gymnasium. Rob DePersia's second foul of the game. Carpenter will shoot 2. First free throw up and good. Carpenter first half, very quiet, but still a great first half. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 14 minutes as he goes 2 for 2 at the line on that trip. Nick DePersia driving in, might have got a piece of it as he missed the layup, but Robinson cleans it up. Turns garbage into gold, and it gets that one for 2. Carpenter getting double teamed, and now he's single teamed by Nick DePersia. Pass out to Jensen. Jensen to Pingle. Excuse me, Ringel is. He passes out to Jensen. A pass, the extra pass to Carpenter. That one's no good. A block by Curry as it went out of bounds on Curry. And I believe they're going to call a technical foul. As Curry got the ball back into the arms, Glover might have said something as well. And Curry pushed the ball really into his chest. Thought. Okay. So now here comes Walco, was blocked by Wright, and they're saying there's a shot clock violation right before it went out.
Good defensive possession there by the Profs. Exactly what they need. They got to hold them to as little points as possible because they already got 45, and after a big first half offensively.
We need to get points on the other end. Unfortunately, Wright couldn't cash in on that. That was a rebound by Walco. Walco, the main threat in that first half for the Lions. 15 points in 17 minutes. Leading scorer for the Lions team and in the NJAC as Carpenter tries to drive in. A rip away from Wright. Bounced a little bit high and couldn't get that one as Ringel gets it on the other side. Glover give back to Ringel, and they're going to reset once again. 45-28 is about 18.5 minutes left to go here in the second half. Shot clock at 15. Glover backing down on Robinson. Pass out to Jensen. Fake got Wright to jump. Glover back has it now. He's going to drive in. Floater, good. That was a good little move to get everybody off their feet and extends the lead to a 19 here in this second half. The person driving in, getting the foul. Missed the layup, but he will go to the line for 2.
Rob DePersia being very aggressive, going after the paint, putting these shots up, hoping to get a foul, and like he just did right there.
Yeah, he is always aggressive to the rim. Rob DePersia, senior from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, cashed in on the first free throw. Brother Nick, both from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. cash from the free throw line once again. 2 for 2. Hit it far up to Jensen and crosses half court. Jensen's gonna try to drive in on Robinson, and Robinson said no right before he even was able to put up a shot. Curry driving in, they give to Robinson. Robinson getting around Jensen, the layup no good. Got a good looking shot, unable to cash in there. Carpenter at the top of the key, give to Jensen. Once again, Robinson is on Jensen. Now give to Carpenter as Nick DePersia solely on Carpenter. In the corner, Glover, give to Jensen, backing on Tariq Robinson, and that one was good with 7 on the shot clock. I don't know what Robinson could have done on that one, but the ball still would have went in no matter what.
Just a beautiful move, and he was there the whole time. Just great little move there, I guess.
Good little move coming from right. He was up and under the basket. He got fouled, and his arm got held. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Right will shoot 2. This season at the line. Right, 14 for 20. To improve on that here. As he missed the first free throw but made the second one. It's an 18-point game. Glover trying to set a screen for Carpenter. He calls everybody off. He's going to go one-on-one with Nick DePersia. Ringel goes in. It was a pass to Glover as he got fouled. They're going to call it on the shot, though. The foul is on Deron Curry. And that's his second foul. Where the basket is Ringel about to inbound it. Coach Goldsmith for the Lions saying, let's just back it up a little and set everything up. Walco's going to call a play out. He's going to take Vermont Wright one-on-one. A screen, gives him some space. Layup no good. It was rebounded by Nick DePersia. Lost the ball and quickly gave it to Curry. Now it's Wright driving in on Glover. Fadeaway, good. 16-point game. Jensen, a give to Ringel as they give it to Carpenter. He was streaking down the court. Man, it was shot out of bounds.
Very good hustle on that one to break that pass up, because if he didn't get there, that's an easy 2 points.
And the last touch was from the Lions, so Profs inbound it. Rob DePersia going coast to coast. Puts it in for 2. A pretty layup by Rob DePersia. One of his many so far on the year. It's a 14-point game, and a timeout is called by TCNJ, a 30-second timeout. And now Profs trying to get back into this game. Scoring, is it 12 points? 9 points, while only allowing 3 points to this for the second half. Gary, what's been the solution for this Profs team to get them back into this game?
Defensively, they've been stopping TCNJ from outside, not many three-point shots, and they've also been getting these key turnovers with the steal on the fast break over there by DePersia, and DePersia with a great layup offensively, eating the contact. They've really been driving in, focusing on the inside for the Profs, and capitalizing on these opportunities.
They will have an opportunity to try to get things back to them with a defensive stop here, an inbound play to Jensen. And a steal by Ramon Wright. Drives in and slams it home. 2 points for Ramon Wright. Slams it down with authority.
Beautiful steal there. Defense turns into offense real quick on that one and does it real pretty with a nice slam.
He almost did it again on Walco, except this time he's going to get some double-team help. Give to Ringel. Really sparked the Profs. Now as a block, I believe Robinson might have got a piece of it, but it was able to get it to Jensen and put it up for a layup for 2. Drop-off pass to Rob DePersia. DePersia thought about Giving it out to 3. He does to Nick DePersian. Open to Ron Curry for 3. That one no good. Wright tries to get it. Saved by Nick DePersian. Give to Tariq Robinson. What a great save coming from Nick DePersian.
The Profs looking real energized, real hype to start this second half. And it's exactly what they need, is scoring a whole lot of points and holding TCNJ to very little.
51-39. Profs have held TCNJ to 8 points, while they have scored 13. Jensen in the corner, open for 3, puts it up, and silences, or starts to silence, this Rowan crowd. Deron Curry brought it over half court. A pick from Robinson, tries to put it up himself. The layup goes up, does not drop, but he will go to the line for 2.
Rowan focusing on getting inside, getting these fouls, getting these trips to the line really seems to be what they're going for, because outside hasn't really been working for him all season long, really, and inside tonight looking really good.
First free throw up and no good from Deron Curry. Platoon swap coming from TCNJ Lions. Carpenter the only one staying on the court. Curry's second free throw rolls around, no good. Wright almost had the offensive rebound as they get it up court. Open, streaking down, Jocelyn stops and wants to set a play. Deron Curry would have had that steal if they passed it over Wally. Instead, they drop it off to Keenan. And got Tariq Robinson off with the fake there, as Montano driving in was held by Rob DePersian. Persia doesn't like that call, as Dickerson coming in for the Profs. Rookie of the week for the NJAC. Comes in for Tariq Robinson. 54-39. Profs want a defensive stop here. Keenan drops it off to Carpenter. Carpenter give to Wally. His Wright's on him tight. Give back to Carpenter. Nick DePersian on him. 7 on the shot clock. They put it up, a block by Wright. Sends it out of bounds, but with authority once again.
Huge block there, and defensively, Profs really showing off in this second half. Whole lot of blocks, whole lot of steals. Really, these are momentum-changing plays right there.
As they get it in, they had 4 on the shot clock. They throw it in. They say Carpenter was fouled by Nick DePersian. It might have been a little bit of an acting job. But still, though, nevertheless, it's Nick DePersian's 3rd foul. As Rob DePersian steps off the court, comes in for Ryan Legler. Or Ryan Legler comes in for Rob DePersian. 54-39. Lions have the lead. Keenan backing in on Wright. Gets to the paint, stops, and passes out. An interception by Connor Dickerson. Here he comes. And gets swatted, but will go to the line for 2. After the missed layup. Dickerson today trying to get things going. Already, only has 1 point. 1 came from a free throw early on. Make that 2. 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 0 for 2 from the field. Second free throw up, and that one's good. 2 for 2 at the line. You need a whole bunch of those trips if you want to come back in this game. They're calling from man-on-man as Connor Dickerson helps with the defense, and they come up with a steal. Deron Curry with the pick. Nick DePersian for 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by Deron Curry, keep things alive. Fresh 30. Deron Curry driving on the baseline, getting some, and a slam for Wright, but they're going to say it was offensive interference. The ball could have possibly dropped, and that's what they're saying. That's what they're calling. Wright says to Curry, that was my bad. But Curry says, thought that was going out, sir.
It still looked pretty. So there's
yes,
that.
Did look very pretty. Best looking shot that went down that did not count. Walco bringing it up. 13 minutes left to go here in this second half. Connor Dickerson's on him. Keenan has it now right off the elbow. Give back to Walco and a steal from Dickerson as Curry was fouled. Tried to get it up court.
A lot of steals for Rowan. This second half, really the defense has woken up, stopped TCNJ. A lot of their attempts have just been turnovers. And that turns into your best offense for Rowan, scoring a lot of points off fast breaks.
A lot of sloppy play coming from the Lions team. I feel like they're just starting to get a little bit too comfortable here. And that's what's been the key for the Profs of, I mean, I know it's not, you know, they also been forcing a lot of stuff too as Curry, fadeaway, 2, mid-ranger, no good. Rebound and another steal by Deron Curry. Spot up 3 from Legler is actually at 2, foot on the line. But still though, the Profs down by 11. A lot of offense coming here. Still not even halfway through this second half. Legler finds his first foul. Curry, the leader for the Profs in steals, 3.7 per game, second in the NJAC. And here come the Lions driving up. Montano gets over half court and stops. Waits for his team as they pass it over to Wally on the near wing. Dickerson has him. Pantovic has got Glover, who's driving in, stays with them. Great defense from Pantovic. There come the Profs. Wright has it on the near wing. Gonna drive in, stop the free throw line, fade away. The shot rolls around. Carney went up for the rebound, but they're saying it might have been an over the back call. Might have been an offensive push to get some space as well. And we're going the other way. Glover, he's going to shoot one-on-one. Might be an opportunity, though, for the Profs. It might be a blessing in disguise here. Nope. Makes the free throw. Down by 12, Profs. We have 43 points compared to the Lions, 55. We're under 12 minutes left to go here in the second half. Second free throw good from Glover. Only gets 1 from that free throw trip. Wright has it at the point. Pass Dickerson on the far wing. Takes the screen from Carney. Thought about giving it to him, but passes out to Pantovic. Loses the ball. Gets it back, and then Walco takes it over. On the Legler, gets some contact, but could not finish. There was a rebound by the Profs. Here comes Connor Dickerson once again on the far wing. Driving in towards the baseline, driving towards the paint. Could not get there. It's a foul called on Joe Montano. They're also in the bonus as well. Dickerson will go to the line one-on-one. Makes the first free throw. He's got all of his points tonight, courtesy of that free throw line. 4 for 5. Still 0 for 2 from the field. Haven't seen much from Randy Walco in this second half. Another lane violation, another one on the Profs. That could have hurt them of going for an offensive rebound. Going back to Walco, 15 points. Jensen passed to Carpenter. He's got an open lane. Instead passes out to Walco, shoots a 3. That one's no good. Carney with the rebound gives to Legler. Legler bringing it up. Spots up for 3. That one airballs.
going back on Walco with that shot right there. 15 points almost entirely, if not entirely, all in the first half. Profs have done a very good job of keeping him quiet, and that's exactly what they need to do.
A leading score, we've said it multiple times tonight, was first in the NJAC, points per game. This is a team right now that's shutting him down here in the second half. Give to Jensen at the top of the key. Carney's on him tight. The fake to Carpenter as 5 on the shot clock. Walco drives in on Rob DePersia, puts it up, and that one's no good. Rebound comes out to Legler. Backwards pass to Carney. Carney's gonna back in Jensen to the paint. Turn around, jumper good.
It's a big boy play right there, backing him down deep into the paint and just putting up, use your size, putting it up, getting the easy bucket.
If you got the size, use it, as he uses it there with the rebound. Carpenter missed layup. Carney grabs it. Rob DePersia driving on the baseline, trying to find somebody on the outside. Does. 3 from Carney, no good, rims out. He's gonna call foul. I believe it's going to be on Pantovic, and they're saying that he held him. 1-and-1 opportunity on the other side once again for the Lions. Approaching 10 minutes left to go here in the second half. Even though there's still a lot of time on the clock, it's slowly ticking down, and an opportunity for the Profs to make a comeback.
They've been looking real good in the second half. This is a much easier comeback than, say, the 18 points they were down in the first half. But defensively, they've been on fire for most of the second half. Very aggressive, a lot of steals, a lot of blocks, and that's turned into easy offense for the Profs, turning this into only a 10-point deficit.
Carpenter goes 2 for 2 at the line. Profs out shooting the Lions 20-14 in that points category. 57-46. Profs are down 11. Rob DePersia's floater, no good. And they're going to say a foul on the Lions. It's a one-and-one opportunity. I didn't see a lot of contact on that one. I'm not too sure what that foul was from. It was an over the back, but
The Profs will take it.
they're going to take it, yeah, especially Carney, who's at the line for a 1-and-1. Opportunity for 2 points here. Got to make the first one, he does. 10-point ball game.
Both teams in the bonus quite early in this one. A lot of fouls in the second half mainly.
Carney's second swishes through. 9-point game, down to single digits. Profs were down 17 to end that first half, and they've been streaking. A give to Keenan, who is down in the paint, puts it up, and good for 2. Pass out to Legler on the other side. It's back to an 11-point game. Dickerson trying to get some space, drives in, lost the ball, and he said that he caught the ball out of bounds. Inbounding it is Glover. Pantovic blocks it before it can go in. And they're saying it was the double dribble there, as I guess the hand went under when they were trying to push it over. The Profs will take it, though, under the basket once again. Dickerson, the far wing, trying to drive in. Pass out to Nick DePersia. Nick DePersia is going to make some moves, shake and bake. Pass out to Pantovic, but a rebound by Glover gives an opportunity for the Lions to score once again. Approaching 9 minutes left to go here in the second half. Profs need to spark a comeback now. Down by 11. Glover backs in at Dickerson. Dickerson gets knocked down. He didn't like it, but still 2 points go by as a timeout is called by head coach Joe Crispin. It's a full timeout. So we're going to step away for just 1 minute. But when we get back, it's more second half action right here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Don't go anywhere.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Joe Stauffenberg here alongside Gary Erdely, and we got Anthony Ananoffy back in our WGLS studio. 8:46 left to go here in the second half. Profs down by 13 as they will inbound it right ahead of their bench. Nick DePersia will inbound it to his brother Rob. Back to Nick DePersia. Takes a couple of screens from Carney as it was hit off of Carpenter, stayed in, and Ringel will take it up court. Having some trouble trying to beat Nick DePersia. Great defense there as he's sticking on him tight. Keenan looked for the ball to be given to him. He finally does as it's dropped off to Carpenter. 10 on the shot clock. Walco looks to check back in. Glover's going to size up for 3. It's a long one. He says, forget the distance. I'm going to put it in.
That one was from the student center. That was far.
Very far indeed. Wow. Deron Curry now driving, trying to get points back as they said it was a block. He was going to be on the shot. Keenan will be the one to have the foul on him. That's his first of the night. Curry will shoot 2. First one up and good. Cuts it to a 5-point game. 1 second under 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. Second free throw up, and that one is good as well as Ryan Legler checking back into the game. Glover gets it to Ringel. Legler now on him. Glover sized up for 3, then decides to pass it inside. Keenan backing in on Carney. Keeps his pivot foot. Good job as Ringel trying to get it around. Ted passes out to Walco, and the ball gets tipped by Ramon Wright. He got the steal, puts it in for 2. Puts Liam Bird on a poster. Take a picture of that.
Beautiful right there. That's one you autograph right there.
Absolutely. Gotta see if the photographer got that one. I want that one autographed. Walco almost gets the ball stolen again by Wright. This time he keeps it. Ringel trying to drive in. A give to Keenan as he's gonna travel, and it's going the other way. Profs down 12 here, trying to cut it to 10.
Good surge of defense right there. Whole lot of pressure, forcing the turnover that led to the big poster a couple minutes ago, and the travel right there.
Travel helps the Profs, even though really didn't cause anything. They caused good defense, which sort of forced the travel. So the Profs will take it. Good offense, trying to turn it into some good defense. Behind the back pass to Carney for 3. Cuts the lead to single digits as Carney finds a steal. He's got some space, puts it in for 2. A slam dunk as the Profs are only down 7. timeout is called, and Esby has risen on the campus of Rowan University. A full timeout is needed for the TCNJ Lions. 6.5 left to go on the other side of the break. You're listening to Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. Tremendous surge by the Profs as the TCNJ Lions needed a timeout there. Again, the lead only cut to 7.
This Profs team is energized, they're hyped, they're ready to go. The second half has been fantastic for the most part for the Profs, especially with a lot of hard defense, a lot of steals, getting fast break points, like that tremendous dunk we just saw no less than a minute ago.
What great awareness, defensive awareness, seeing that Jensen had his front towards the basket, his back towards his teammates, and he kept looking for him.
It's a lot of sloppy play by the TCNJ Lions, and Rowan's capitalizing.
He didn't look to see what was in front of him, and it was a freight train of Austin Carney smacking the ball out of his hand. Defense turning into offense, getting 2 points. And the lead cut to single digits. Comes Montano, trying to get past Nick DePersia. Great defense on the far wing, played by him. Legler now on Ringel, a double team, as it's a jump ball.
Rowan not giving TCNJ a chance to settle down, slow things down. They are on top of them at all times.
Referee talking to Nick DePersia. Guess Nick might have did something or said something. But still, though, the possession arrow pointing to the Profs. As they inbound to here, a give to Nick DePersia. They got to get him going. Really haven't heard from him much of offense, and there you go, 2 points from Nick DePersia. 4 points on the night. As Jensen stops, a give to Ringel, look for Glover, and he got fouled. And I believe that was a technical foul. Nick DePersia might have said something. That's why he got the foul. But when you're down by 5 points, you just started this comeback effort.
Emotions running wild for both teams.
Exactly.
Especially the Profs all night long. They've just been insanely emotional. You've seen with Dickerson and there DePersia. They got to control the emotions a little bit. They came back from a tremendous deficit, but you got to finish.
And when you're coming back to, no matter what, you gotta control yourself just a little bit. Walco's free throw is good. The second 2 of 2 technical free throws made from Walco, and Ringel will also get 2 free throws. A 7-point lead for the Lions here over the Profs. TCNJ as the first free throw up and good. TCNJ shooting 42.5% from the field, shooting 37% beyond the arc. The second free throw nets as well. Let's flash back to last year here at Rowan. TCNJ beat Rowan 104-92. Ron Curry had a career high 24 points when Rowan visited TCNJ. As Wright goes up and under, 2 points. Rowan came to TCNJ. Deron Curry had another great game at 20 points. TJ Booth had 18 rebounds, or 18 points and 9 rebounds in the Rowan 93-84 win. Profs trying to not let the history repeat here, just like last year, as his great defensive awareness. Carney coming off of his man. Glover, 3, no good. Rebounded by Nick DePersia. He gets around a defender. Right, sized up. Cross-court pass through Legler for 3. No good. Rebounded by Rob DePersia. Puts it up. That one's no good. As Carpenter got fouled by Wright, as Wright was trying to grab the rebound. So a 7-point lead. Profs need to be a little bit of more disciplined, not just with talking and yelling and screaming, but on the defensive side as well. You can't get fouls like that every time down the floor, because they're going to make you pay. Unfortunately, they got lucky there with Carpenter missing the first free throw. And he misses the second one as well.
Getting real lucky there with him going 0-2 from the line, but like you said before, that's something you can't let, especially because you're in the bonus, you can't let these easy fouls plague you.
Carney had a spot up 3, and that one's no good. Carpenter brought it across half court. Nick DePersia and Carpenter going back and forth as he has it one-on-one. Screen from Jensen. Carpenter drives in, kicks out to Ringel. Montano on a Legler. Give to Glover, who's driving in on right. Right says no thanks. Passes it out. Here comes Nick DePersia, who has it on the near wing. Pass out to his brother Rob. Cross court to to Ron Wright. Screen from Carney as he almost lost it. Legler inside to Carney. Cross court pass to Nick DePersia in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Jensen. Approaching 4 minutes left to go here in the second half. Lions have a 68-61 lead over the Profs, as a great steal from Nick DePersia gives it right back to the Profs. They get it ahead to Nick DePersia as Carpenter tripped Nick DePersia, but Nick DePersia kept his dribble while sliding. Wow. I've never seen that before.
I can assure you I cannot do that. Don't have that type of coordination, but this is why they're playing and I'm not.
Keeps his dribble. Got fouled too. He's gonna go to the line. First free throw up, and that one's no good, coming from Nick DePersia. Both teams in the double bonus. So no matter what, any foul will be 2 shots at the line. Gotta convert the free throws, especially at the end of games like this. We're under 4 minutes left to go. Nick DePersia sinking that one. 1 for 2 at the line. Profs down 6. A timeout is called, a 30-second timeout. They want to keep things here. Gary, the Profs have definitely surged in the second half of trying to take back the lead. What can they do, or who can they lean on within these next couple of minutes to try to get this lead back and get a win here for the home crowd?
Well, something that we've seen a lot is the fact that, and especially in the last couple of possessions, Rowan hasn't been able to get any offense, even though with great defense. However, someone I would look to, Nick DePersia, senior presence, veteran. He's been in this situation before. Even if he keeps missing, he's going to get to that point where he's going to start making these shots. We saw a little bit of that happening before in the second half. So keep giving him his shots, and they're going to convert.
I think it might have been you who said on offsides, or we were even talking offsides, about how shooters, if they miss,
shooters got to shoot.
Shooters got to shoot, and that's exactly what Nick DePersia is. So, I mean, if he's got great looks, you might as well put it up. So they're going to have to maybe lean heavily on him as they just get it over, and Lions get it across half court just in time before the backcourt violation. Keenan. What about dropping it off? He does to Montano. That one rims out off the front iron. Nick DePersia driving on the baseline, got fouled. Hits the deck, quickly gets back up. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Carpenter with his 3rd foul tonight.
Nick DePersia staying aggressive, keep attacking the rim. That's what he's been doing all night and getting to the line. It's a good strategy to me.
DePersia makes the first of the 2 free throws. Cuts it to a 5-point game. Can cut it to a 4-point game with a make here. You gotta love the defense, though, in the second half. The ability to score, and then on the other end, keep the other team from scoring, as Rob DePersia goes 2 for 2, a 4-point game. Walco now trying to drive in on right. Backs in, a tip from Nick DePersia, but Carpenter settles down as more time is being wasted off the clock. Keenan, give to Carpenter as a shove. Keenan might have got a illegal screen trying to get around it.
A big part of this Rowan defense that I've been seeing, the full court press, they're really pressing hard in enemy territory, and that's leading to good things when they finally get up the court.
Right on the near wing, goes up for the layup, no good. And the ball tipped off of Carney's hands, goes out of bounds. Profs trying to avoid the first loss of the season. And it's going to be a crucial one here against TCNJ, a conference opponent. You never want to lose these games. As Walco didn't see Nick DePersia coming on the other side. He's driving in, uses the Euro step, gets around. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful layup there, and started off with great defense, the up and under. That's something that'll make Uncle Drew very happy.
Ooh. And a timeout is called by TCNJ. Full timeout, 1 more break. But don't go anywhere. On the other side, more second half action here on Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM. On only 2 points. 2 points because of that pretty play coming from Nick DePersia. Gary, you describe it best. Describe that play once again. If you're just tuning in, you just missed a great play coming from Nick DePersia.
You just missed something I would do when I'm playing dunk ball on an 8-foot rim. Just Euro step beauty. And gets these props within 2.
Nick DePersia has got some fancy moves and fancy footwork to get around a defender. The offensive side is a 2-point game. The TCNJ Lions have it, though, on the offensive side. A shot, no good. Profs try for the rebound. They're saying it was a walk, but they called a timeout as he fell.
Profs really looking for the call there, but that was smart coaching.
It's a full timeout. We're going to keep things here and talk about that play. That was a crucial play because that could have been really called traveling just because of the fact how he got back up, and then basically fell to the ground, but he was moving his feet. But the timeout was called before anybody moved. That was a smart timeout by Matt Goldsmith from TCNJ.
It was really smart, like you said. And if he doesn't call that timeout, Rowan gets the ball back with a chance to tie the ball game up with around 2 minutes left. It's a real momentum changer, calls like that. And Rowan definitely going back to the huddle thinking, how can we hold them in these next 29 seconds or however many on the shot clock, and the hope to get the ball back and tie the game up in the next possession.
2:18, the TCNJ Lions will have possession. They have one timeout. Meanwhile, the Profs have 2 left. They will inbound it under the basket. Right, both of the Persia's, Legler and Carney in. Jensen, Ringel, Walko, Carpenter, and Montano in for the Lions. Carpenter, give to Walko. Right is on him. Looked out for Jensen. Now pass over to Carpenter. Nick DePersia's got him covered. As they give it out to Ringel, who's going to try to drive in once again. Fade away, rolled in. Wow, talk about a friendly roll. As here comes Rob DePersia on the far side. He's going to give it to his brother, Nick. Nick's going to fake like he's going to drive in, going left, and he goes right instead. Carney puts up a shot, and a rebound from Montano. Here comes Carpenter, a block by Wright. One of his many with authority, and when it counts, too, it needed. As Rob DePersia puts up the layup, and one.
It started with the beautiful block, the beautiful chase down block, and momentum swinging. Rowan gets the 2 points there and a chance to convert for another one.
We've seen a lot of defense being turned into offense, and once again, another transition bucket. Good, as Rob DePersia works around the rim, puts it in to make it a 1-point game. Rob DePersia puts it up, and good, 70-69. Lions having some trouble inbounding it here. Gives it to Ringel. As they're saying just go back and get some. As Rob DePersia is hurt here on the near side, he's trying to hobble, trying to play defense as well. Give to Carpenter. Give to Walko now. He's going to drive in. Pass out to Montano. As they pass out to Jensen for 3, he got fouled. He missed the 3, and Jensen's going to go to the line. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here as Rob DePersia is limping. Looked like he was going to the scorer's table to check out of the game.
Continuing to play defense, that shows a lot of heart. He definitely does not want to hop out of this one with it being so close, but he got to think, what's the smart thing to do? He
doesn't, but if you're Coach Crispin, you're going to need Rob DePersia for the rest of the season. Yeah. So even if he wants to play, I feel like he's got to talk to him and say, look, I'm going to need you, even though this game is really going to be needed for a win. You got to go take a seat, got to get it looked at just in case.
We got a whole lot of time left in this season. You can't be risking more injury on top of that.
Absolutely. As the first and second free throw goes down, Glover checking back in, making a 2-possession game with a make here from Jensen. Much needed free throw here as the third free throw is no good. It's a 3-point game. Under a minute now. Nick DePersia gets it across half court. He's going to drive in, get some contact, and unable to put the basket in as Walko was fouled. I think it was a little bit of an early shot from Nick DePersia, if you ask me, but still, though, he thought he had an opportunity, tried to put it in. An early foul. 49.9 left to go in the second half. Walko is at the line to shoot 2 points.
He's definitely not the person you want at the line in a situation like this. Fantastic shooter, we've been seeing it all night. And this late in the game, you don't want one of the best shooters at the line.
Interesting substitution, taking Nick DePersia out of the game and putting Brian Thatcher in. As you're going to need to try to get as many points as possible as Rowan calls timeout. The game is not out of reach for this Profs team. It's right there with possibly at least one miss out of the 2 free throws attempts that Walko could get. We'd look at a 5-point game then no matter what, you would need a bucket on the other side. With that being said, with the game, how the game has been played out, do the Profs still look for Nick DePersia for that offense?
It's tough. They've been seeing offense in other places. However, Nick DePersia is still a very good veteran presence, great player to go to in a situation like this. He's one of the leaders on your team. He's someone that I would look at if I'm a coach. However, it's a tough decision.
Walco, who's going to go to the line, shot 4 for 5 from the line tonight. He's got 18 points. Glover got 17 right behind him. Walco has 4 rebounds and 3 steals tonight. Profs will definitely have to hope for some misses. As soon as they inbound it, you have to foul. And even though it's really early on in this, you know, there's 1 minute, but even though it's still early on, you have to foul. Just because you don't want them to waste as much time of the clock. As Walco's second free throw is up and good. It's a 5-point game. Wright's bringing it up. Takes a screen from Carnier. Give out to Ryan Legler. He fires up a 3. That one's good. Prof's still in it. Down by 2.
A huge hit there, making it a one-possession game. And
Glover trying to get in as he calls a timeout. It's their last timeout with 41.1 left to go. They couldn't get it in. That's what they needed, though. They didn't need a 2. They really needed a 3 in that possession just to keep things a little bit closer.
a big shot there, making it within 2. And also, before the timeout, they were playing great press defense like they've been doing for the past couple possessions to force a timeout, essentially. So Rowan definitely still in this one. Just a lot has to go right.
The Profs have to play or do exactly what they did there on that possession, just because of the fact that now the Lions don't have any timeouts. They can't do that if they get into trouble like that once again. It's a 2-point game. You just have to hope that you get in a steal or they turn the ball over here on this inbounds. Or, again, you hope for a miss. With that, with 41 seconds left on the clock, and they just say they would waste all that 30 seconds on the shot clock, just say they do get it up. That would leave them with 10 seconds left on, and it would all depend, again, if the Lions made it or missed it. I think if they get the inbounds, the Lions get the inbounds, you got to foul right away.
It's a very tough call. You don't want to foul because those are easier points, but time-wise, you might have to.
And almost a steal from Legler as they put it up and in for 2. That's 2 points coming from Ringel.
On the bright side on that shot, they didn't waste that much time.
Exactly.
So Prof's still in this one.
Give to Wright as Wright's going to drive in, get some contact. He will go to the free throw line for 2. These are 2 clutch free throws that need to be made from Rowan Wright. 22.1 left on the clock here in the second half. Getting down to the wire. Wright puts it up, and he missed it. Missed the first free throw, but could still keep it with a 1-possession game with this made one, and he does. It's a 3-point game. Coach Crispin keeping his timeout as Legler playing great defense in the corner, but a quick foul right before getting across half court. And Ringel will shoot 2.
As much as you don't want to foul because you don't want him getting easy trips to the line, that was a smart play. He got beat, and he knew he didn't want him to go waste time. Smart play causing the foul there.
Ringel at the line, 3 for 5 this season. He'll get 4 for 6 It's a 4-point game. Profs have Dickerson, Carney, Wright, Thatcher, and Legler out there as he sinks the second one. Profs need a bucket here, especially a three-pointer. Wright is going to drive in, get some contact, but no foul called, as it's now a 3-point game. What did you think about that decision, Gary? Instead of going for the three-pointer and then being only down by 2 and then hoping for at least 1 miss, instead of trying to get a three-pointer, you elect to get the 2 points and a quick score. But you're still down by 3, and just say they make free throws. You know, that puts the game out of reach. Do you like the decision?
They've been when they drive inside all game long, they have been getting fouled. So I mean, it wasn't a dumb decision by any means, but in this situation, you need the points. You got to go for the 3 because you're not sure if you're going to get a chance the next possession.
12.3 left. Profs down 3. They don't have the ball as the Lions will be inbounding. Once again, their Profs are going to have to play some tight D trying to get into this one as a jump ball with 10.4 left on the clock. The possession arrow is pointing to the Lions. Substitution in for the Profs. Victor Ruggiano. Ruggiano. Still 3-point game. They get a piece of it. Thatcher has it. A give to Wright. Time for a last-second shot. Instead, he goes inside and misses the layup. Oh, no. With 1.8 left.
A great defensive play there to get the ball back, but you're down by 3. You can't drive in that situation.
It was a 3-point game, and he drove into the lane, tried to get 2 points, and instead of waiting. And now 1.8, you need 2 missed free throws and basically have a half-court heave to win the game. Ringel misses that one. Still a chance. Ringel will need to miss this one. .8 left. Profs down 3. Ringel's free throw up, and that one's good. Game over, basically. 1.8 left. Dickerson half-court heave. Won't even hit rim, and that's the game. Profs lose a heartbreaker after a sloppy first quarter, make a comeback, and they get close to 1 point. At 1 point in this second half, come away with the loss, the first loss on the season, and a tough conference loss too as well. You can't lose many when it comes to conference, and especially to rival TCNJ. These teams, we don't know obviously of whether